Hey guys, this is DT Gaming. Welcome to another episode of Russian Fishing 4. This one, we are covering the basics of the control panel. There's a lot to learn in this part, and it'll help you either with video settings, audio, and whatnot. I'll explain to that during this video. Now, I noticed an issue with my audio. I do apologize. I noticed that while I'm sitting there talking, I noticed the audio keeps cutting in and out. I do apologize that. I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, but I think it's something to do because I'm using a wireless headset, and there might be an issue with between the connection and the dongle, something like that. I have no idea. Anyways, control panel. Right here, so we are going to click push the escape key. Alright, so this is where you're gonna see your profile picture. I believe you could change your profile picture on the site itself. Um, Otherwise, it's gonna be default, and it shows your right here your in-game name. As for mine DTG Gaming as basically slash YouTube. This is your level, your current level of your character, and this shows the trophies that you have caught. Now, keep in mind that this is based on one trophy for each fish. Each fish you catch a trophy on, this will count as a number. As for this, I have no clue what this is. I don't think it works because I have another account which is D Tormula 83, which is a level 40 profile. But yeah, that never worked for whatever reason it is there for. Over here shows if you have premium or not. Mine's not active, but if you want to activate your premium, you click here, push the plus. You'll see here that it shows between 3, 7, 30 days, and 90 days, and so forth. Yeah. And here it shows premium subscription opens up additional bonuses and new features. So an additional 100% added to the experience if you catch a fish. So if you catch a fish basically and got say 50 experience for it, you get additional 50 experience for catching that fish. Okay. Um, The triple the limit on the number of your own templates for bait recipes, which is cool, which is nice. Increased chance of improving fishing and craft skills. The happy hour bonus, which is activated once a day when you enter the game, it is valid for 1 real hour spent playing the game. It also doubles the experience when catching the fish and gives a chance of improving the skills. So instead of getting doubled experience, you will gain tripled experience. So that also helps. So if you got 50, you get 100. But if you got happy hour activated, you'll get 150 instead of 100. See what I'm saying? Okay, as right here, this is incorrect. They should fix this. Which is activated once a day when you enter the game. No, that's incorrect. Happy hour activate as soon as you do something, some type of activity, such as you either craft a bait, ground bait making, or you cast a rod. Then it activates. It don't activate as soon as you enter the game, so keep that in mind. Ability to create your own chat channels, as explained to you with the on chat. They have to have a premium to create your own channel. Triple the limit on the size of the entry fee in the created competition. So, like for example, people put say 10, 25, right, for the entry fee. But if you don't have premium, you're basically stuck with the 25 silver. Now, if you have the premium, you can enter competitions that are over 25 silver. Two additional slots for quick access to items. Increased by 1.5 times fishing net capacity uh, and capacities of other storages. As explained to you about the fish net, right? Your default is 100 fish you can keep each session. Or if you have premium, you get 150 fish able to keep. View cafe orders from any water body without traveling. So what that means is that you could go to any cafe. You'll see on the side there's a list of water bodies you could look at. You can click on the water body and it'll show you what fish is actively on the cafe instead of you have to travel and look it that way. But if you don't have premium, that's what we have to do. Ability to transfer items to other players via personal message. You can send rods, reels, tools, and accessories purchased with gold coins. Now keep in mind that you have to use gold coins to send some things. Send rods, reels, and tools, accessories that are not valued in gold coins. Send any part of fishing rig, bait, lures, feed, products, and materials regardless of what game currency they were bought with or made. So silver, you could use send with that regardless. As the game develops, the list of bonuses and premium subscription features may change, which it has over time. Alright, so right here is your currency. This is your silver. This is your in-game currency. Gold is basically transaction. You click here if you want to get gold. You see how much it is. $2 per gold coin for me, or it's 5, 10, 20, 50, and so forth. Gold is used to buy like fishing gear such as rod and reel or lures, ground bait, stuff like that. Keep in mind though, there are a level limit on certain things, so even though you got the gold, but you cannot buy the most expensive stuff, so you gotta either make the level or just, you know what I mean, right? You gotta have the level to get that gear that you want to get. Alright, inventory. You click here, right? You can access your list, your whole inventory here. It's categorized as rods, lines, hooks, lures, baits, floats, sinkers, food, maps, and accessories. So when you click on each one, it'll show you your rods, your fishing line, hooks, lures, baits, and under baits you'll see like worms, larvae, natural, insects. So it's broken down into categories so it's easier to navigate to the baits you're looking for. Floats, sinkers, these you get automatically. To be honest with you, I never ran out of these. I never had to buy any, so we'll explore that later, actually. As for food, you start off with canned pork, canned surrey, jingle bell, lemonade, and alcohol. So, as again, it's broken down in categories. Food, which you consume for food, raise your hunger bar. Drinks helps with energy. As for this, I'm not sure if this actually does raise your energy. But here where you find your teas and your coffee once you make them. Maps, uh, like right here, you get your cottage pond automatically. But you don't see other maps here unless you purchase them at the administration. Um, Accessories, uh, you automatically got a net. Okay, so to access the net, you use the space bar once you have a fish close enough to you so you can net it. Otherwise, you could try to hoist the fish up and grab it that way, but sometimes when you hoist the fish, that the fish can actually just fall off. You don't want that. So it's best to just net the fish, be on the safe side. Keep net. Okay, so this is where you're gonna go here. You can view your the fish that you caught. Um, you can sort it by automatically or by weight or by catch. By catch date means you can click on it. It'll show the most recent catch. If you double click it, it'll show your oldest catch to your recent catch. Again, you can access that right here on an inventory as well. Here are skills. Skills is where you're gonna find basically your float, spin, bottom, harvesting, cooking, making ground bait, and making lures. Float fishing is like fishing with telescopic rod, which is what we've been using in the past couple videos here. At each time you make a level, you get a skill point right here. Be caution, okay? Spend your points wisely, because you're gonna need it later on for other things. So these really not important. Don't spend your points in float, okay? Spin fishing. It's okay to spend points here. You don't have to spend the points in this one or this one. I mean, we don't really have to have no about the casting distance. We're not really worried about that, unless you want to cast further in such wider rivers and stuff like that. That would be helpful. As for spinning rods, casting accuracy and fish control, I'm guessing that you can control the way you fight the fish, depend how high this skill is. So as you see that it goes all the way from 5% to 35%. Each one of these count towards one skill point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need 6 levels to get all these unlocked. As for the fishing with spinner baits, it's self-explanatory. So this right here, we see the 3 bars on one of these skills. This means this is going to be very helpful to you, because this also helps not only catching fish, you can also do better with your spinner bait techniques. Also gives you a better chance at catching trophies. The higher the skill, the better odds of catching trophy fish. Okay. Again, 1 point equals 1 level. Okay, so you guys get the idea with the skills. Same thing with bottom fishing. So work on your bottom skill. You don't have to put points in yet. Just work on that. Let's unlock them. Harvest baits. I would immediately put some points in here. Okay. When you get start putting points in here. This will help you out. You have to put it in here, and whatnot. Okay. It's also here to show what percentage your skill is at, and I forgot to mention, right? This shows at 1%. If you look here, that the skills are unlocked here, but the ones that are not unlocked, it'll show what percent you need to unlock them. So to make this ability available, you need to develop the skill to 25%. So if I want the luminous floats, I would have to be at 25% in order to use them. So the skills that you want to work on from the start is ground bait making and your bottom fishing. If you're planning to do some carp fishing later on, these are what you want to work on. But for now, at the start, I would work on spin fishing. At least get these up because you'll be using this more than anything. The spin fishing, the wobbler, the spoons. Raise these 3 up right now when you get a chance. 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, 9. 9 levels. You have all these needed. But you ain't gonna reach this for a while. 35% on spin fishing, so you gotta do a lot of spin fishing in order to get that skill up. Okay. Now there's an option to reset your skills. Later on, for example, this is going to cost actual gold. If you get too high of a level, I believe that you got a free reset. But I'm not sure. I see right here, 5 coins per reset. Basically, you'll get all your points that you put in back, and you can put them somewhere else. Crafting. So you could open crafting from here or N on the keyboard. So this is where you're going to access where you can make your baits, ground bait, lures, leaders, and food. We'll explain this in another part of the video as it's a lot more to explain. I will show this on my main account so you guys understand what is needed. Status. So if you click here, right, you can view your own status, right? This will show skills, status, trophies, qualifications, achievements, awards. In-game day means hours. This goes based on real hours. So like 24 hours will mean 24 in-game days. It shows total experience gained, how much experience is needed to the next level. Also, if you break your stuff, your rods and reels, the world's gonna know because they can just click your profile and say, "Oh wow, look at how many rods and reels this guy broke." And yeah, you don't want that. People will like question you, like you don't know how to fish, right? No, yeah, be careful with you break stuff. This right here shows completed cafe orders, competitions played, competitions won, fish lost, which you've seen that live, and how many fish you caught. So 6 fish caught, 1 fish lost. Trophies are just normal trophy fish. You catch them periodically. More common actually. This is blue, the blue trophies, which is the blue tag we call. Yellow tag, blue tag. The rares are the most rare. I only caught 2 blue trophies in 3,000 hours and 40 levels. So yeah, it takes time. Record catch per day, I caught 4 as you see. You can this goes based on your whole 1 hour time. How many fish you caught in an hour will show here. How much fish you caught within an hour will show here as well. The total weight. Also, there's a stats for how far you did your max cast, which is right here. 13 meters. That's basically on the spinning rod. Your record catch will show in this spot right here. 406 grams for the perch. 27 meters. Show the experience was gained from it. What bait or lure that you used and where you caught it. or record catch, as you see here, shows float tackle, same stats. Actually, this one's different. This one is the crucian carp. This is 332, 25 centimeters, 35 experience, a worm, and a cottage pond. And down here is your record catch, spinning tackle. So you got your float tackle and spin tackle, so they're kind of different. The strongest contestant means that the strongest fish that you caught so far will register here, and the maximum experience caught will go here. And there's a stat missing here. There be another box here, the riskiest catch, but I don't see it, which is odd. So the fish right here is the max experience you gained, and also the max amount of silver. I kind of wish it showed how much silver you got from this fish, but it don't. They should remove the experience and put silver here instead, but that's beside the point. Okay, over here is catch, rods rating, rigs rating. This one right here is lures rating, crafting rating, and food rating. Catch will show what fish is available to be able to catch in this whole entire game. The ones that show you have not caught will not show a picture. If you see here, the ones that show a picture is the fish that you caught so far. So far I caught the crucian, the perch. There should have been a common roach here somewhere. Right here. So I got 3 fish caught so far. I can see there's a wide range of fish that you can catch, a variety of them. The rod rating. This will show how many fish you caught on a Pacific rod. As you see that I caught 5 fish so far on this one. Trophies caught 0. That's kind of interesting though. Float. Spinning. Or yeah. Lure rating. So this will show baits and lures both, not just lures. So you can see what bait caught the most fish that you can see here, or what lure caught what. That's interesting as well to know. So this shows what bait you actually have made the most, or crafting. It either be the bait, lures, ground bait. That'll register here how much that you made total. Same thing as food. It'll be the same thing. Food, drinks here. It'll show how much you eaten and whatnot. Not as what you make. I'm pretty sure that the food items will go here too, because it's craftable. Under trophies, each water body has a trophy card. As you see, Mosquito Lake, there's Chinese sleeper, common roach, crucian carp, frog, gibble, eyed, perch, and roughy. Each water body has a different set of fish that you can catch for trophies. As you see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 water bodies that have its own trophies. Now, not every fish is counted as a trophy on here, as you see. It does count, but not as a card. Like for example, you catch a trophy pike on mosquito or a catfish, it's not going to register here. As you can see, only the common fish will register. Under as qualifications, there's classic spinning, jigging, light and ultra, telescopic rod fishing, Bolognese and match fishing, feeder, and carp fishing. These will unlock based on what qualifications you have done so far. For example, under this one right here, You can see current rank is 0.7, completed task 0.21. Now you can see here, this is what I was looking at. Catch 5 type of fish. Stage 1, task 1. So crucian carp, common roach. You see here a small little bar right here that shows in green. So it's 2 of 5 fish caught. Or catch 10 types of fish, 2 of 10, and whatnot. Each one of these have its own qualifications, as you see. Achievements. Achievements are earned for, like, for example, catch a fish with a float rig or true iron and whatnot. Catch a fish with a spoon or spinner bait. Make wet bread. Catch a fish. Catch fish 5 times in a row, not letting it break off. You gain achievements throughout the game. There's a lot to learn. As for rewards, there is no rewards. I have not seen any awards ever gotten for any reason. Either on my main account, level 40, 3,000 hours, no award gained. So I don't know what this is for, or if any ever will be any awards. Alright, again, qualifications, it just shows you where it's at. This right here shows time, and also current temperature and weather. You click on this, you see what it is now. It's 2000 hours, 21 Celsius. This was shown by a week, so this is today, tomorrow. So that's going to be in the next day, which is after 24. Then this will change to the next day. So each day equals 1 game hour. I mean 1 real hour. So right here, that's 6 hours in total time. That's shown here. Okay. As for maps, you click on here. As you see, I don't got a map, so I can't view the map. We'll explain to that in another video. Okay, settings. Okay, general settings, English. You could change the language you want right here if you want. Zoom off, auto off. So if you have zoom on, like for example, like when you move, the zoom's gonna auto shut off. Now, if you decide to, some odd reason, don't want to have that on, you can put as no. You can zoom in and walk around, and as you see, it won't cancel it out or shut off. You have to do it manually. Okay? Same thing with casting. You can cast, and when you do something, the zoom ain't gonna shut off. You know how it works. So okay, as for the extra camera on the float, you could show it always on, so I'll show you that. You can see down here where it shows a picture. Now when you change this to always on, right? Don't show. That's your option. You don't have to have it down there. Or you can change it based on distance. If it's 5 meters away or 15 meters away, it'll not show unless you decide to cast further out. As you see, it's not coming up, so I can't cast that far. So let's put that back on. Now you could change where you want that to show, like bottom, bottom left. Oh, got a fish without trying. Now see the float is down there now. Or we can move it to another spot. Now keep in mind, every time you make a change, you gotta recast. Or you can have it centered for some reason. Which I kinda don't like that. Or you can have center left. You guys get the idea. So default, we're gonna put it back in the bottom center. Okay, you can change the size of the float icon you want. Small, medium, large. Large just basically looks ridiculous. You could do it that way. If you're far away from a screen or you got a small screen, I guess it works. Media, maybe medium's okay. I see the window changes size. You see this, then it's small. So I think the medium size is actually more better. Okay, HUD. There's two ways you could do this, right? There's the way of doing that manually, or F9 on the keyboard hides the information on the screen. Now it don't hide the chat as you see, right? That don't go away. Now you can choose of what you want to hide, for example. Like for example this, you just do it from here, it shuts off. You can turn it back on from the game as well. Now you can choose what you want to hide. You want to hide the tooltip, weather, keep net, competition, compass, player level, parameters, messages, stuff like that. So let's hide something here. Let's just say we want to hide the competition and player not compass and player level. As you see, the level is missing, the compass is missing. Now you can't turn it back on from here, so you gotta come back here to actually put it back on. Okay, chat. Chat messages, show all or hide all. Now, what that means is we're not going to be able to see people talking, right? So we can see the automatic message, such as what people catch and food and stuff like that. We'll see that, but we won't see people talking. And you could change stuff like trophy catches, off the hook, ground bait, stuff like that. You can hide these if you want. Like you don't want to see event announcements, location records, absolute records, stuff like that. You can shut that off. So if you get tired of seeing people catching fish for some odd reason, you can shut that off. Then you won't see people catching fish. But yeah, you can hide anything you want really that you don't want to see. Like the record, some people hide this because it's a constant pop-up with them. People hide these because they want to see what's being caught in their current channel and stuff. So they hide this. They won't see what other people are catching at a different water body. Only if it counts as a weekly record or a region record. As for audio, me turn it down a minute. As for audio, you can set up for stereo or mono, surround sound, stuff like that. I didn't even know they had this. I got surround sound. I can actually mess with that later. Okay, as for message sound, you can turn that off. You won't hear people messaging you. This is for the whole entire master volume, the general. You can turn the music off if you want, if it's too loud. Interfaces, basically. You hear that clicking noise, right? That's because of the interface. You can turn that down. It'll be quieter. Background noises affects the sounds of birds, rain, thunder, wind, anything like that. You can control that. The effects is for the reels, boat motors, stuff like that. I keep this down about 30. Okay, as for video, you can choose what way you want to have it. You want to have full mode, full screen mode, window mode, stuff like that. Or resolution has 3 settings. One 1600 by 900, 1920 by 1080, or 1440 if you got a larger resolution TV. Mine's a 4K, so mine can actually use that resolution. However, keep in mind when you do that, this is what happens. The screen gets so small with the everything on it. The interface is small too. I mean, you see, everything is smaller. So if you struggle to see, just go here, change that off, or if you want, you can go here, change it to a 1.5. That fixes it too. As you see, it really ups the scale. And it makes it hard to see, so really, so I would stick to about the 1080 and go with that. Okay, field of view is basically how far of a distance you can see, like for example, foliage, trees, objects and stuff in view, or you can change the brightness. Let's see here. This would be a good example right here. Okay, so the brightness, you will see if you change it. It's going to get like really bright. I mean, unbearable to me. I don't like it really bright, but if you want, you can do that. Or you can change the contrast if you want to. That just makes things darker, really. It actually brings out the darkness more better. And it kind of shows better, actually. The text is more bright, more visible. But yeah, there's some good positive stuff here. So a contrast actually might be usable. As a scales, you see how that works. Bloom affects, like for example, let's see if I get. I'm trying to find something that's very reflective. Like this light right here. You see how it's like really bright right there? How it's kind of glaring. Now if we go into the bloom and we turn that off, you can see you can't see the light no more. I mean you can see it, but you don't see that that glaring anymore. It's more natural. But keep in mind, if you're using a bottom fishing rod and you got one of those type of bite indicators that light up, you won't see it a light on it. You can see how dark it is without the bloom. Now I'm going to turn bloom back on. Now you can see that things are more brighter. But also I noticed that turning the bloom off, it also increases your frame rate. So if you guys have a frame rate issue, just drop the bloom and you guys are good. Um, Sharpening basically gets rid of sharp edges and stuff, but I don't use it. This one, just keep this on. And this one. This prevents the screen tearing and that. Frames per second limited to 60, as you can see. Custom settings, graphics, you can choose what you want. Like, for example, you could choose, like, if you got a really bad graphic card, go with simple and stuff like that. I keep mine on superior. Now, I'm going to show you what it actually looks like if you're using a lower setting. You can see the reflection really nice. Now I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to turn this down to simple. Or like that. I can see the water is blurry and everything is okay. Even the fish you catch, the graphics change on there too. As you see, it's kind of more of a dull color, look to it. Every texture in the game is going to look more duller, but your frame rate is going to be more better. Or you could choose to shut something off. Now, as for the fog, I would just shut that off completely. The fog is useless. I'll show you why. Okay, there's no fog right now, but when it's kind of weather changes, like turns to rain, or morning or evening, you'll see like fog on the water. But it don't look right. It kind of looks like it's in patches and that. So I don't use it. I don't think nobody uses it really because the fog makes it look unrealistic. So shut that off. I would advise you guys. As for the controls, you could change how you want to use the game. You could change the keys to something else, like say you don't want to use F1 for help for some reason, or you don't want to use Shift. You can use a different button, like I don't know. But you guys get the idea. Just push the button right here. You can change it. You can left shift. Or you could change it as, say, this button right here. But yeah, you guys get the idea. And there's an option to cut the line if you're snagged in that. There'll be an X key. You'll get a notification down here that tells you that. But some people don't use it unless they actually can. As for the feed, this right here opens up the menu where you can actually click on the N key to access it. This is where you see your crafting and stuff like that. Records and ratings. This will show the biggest fish that was caught in the water body, total region in this area, who caught it, when it was caught, what they caught it on, and what size and what water body was caught. So there's Mosquito Lake, which is the water body record or absolute record. Like as you see here, this, for example, shows like the albino catfish shows in October River. This is a different water body, shows the max weight of this fish caught, what was caught, on, who caught it, when, and how much the points are worth. Now there are rewards for catching certain fish. I can see top 10 people for example, the higher the score, the better odds of winning, or winners of the week will show right here as in points. So as long as you can stay in the top weekly, right? For example, there are 5 people that could be in the weeklies right here, the points. The higher the rank you are, the more points you would get. So at the end of the week, your points will tally up, and if you are in the top weekly, your name will go right here based on that. And if you can manage a win from 10th place, 200 silver, all the way to first place is 10,000 silver coins. You can actually repeat this many times you want as long as you stay in the top 10 rank. I never even made it that before, so it's pretty difficult. There's ratings for records, ultralight. That's for people using like ultralight and light rods and reels. Telescopic rods, which is for floats and for rating. This will show how many days someone was in the game and what level they are. But this goes based on the level of the highest person. So level 54, and you see down here, yeah. I'm in the US region, so I would be here. I'm checking to see if my character's here. I am not. I'm level 40, I'm beyond that, so I will never see where hell I'm at. Anyways, let's see also here. Competitions. This is where you can actually view what competitions are available. Some of them got a padlock on it, so this requires a password to join. Or the ones that don't got a padlock are public competitions. You can pick any one of them and you can join. Make sure that you read the water body. If it's Mosquito Lake, that's where you're at. That's where you want to join. All these are different water bodies. So if you want to make a competition, you guys can. Right here, you can change the name if you want it. You can water body where you're at. List victory conditions, total weight, max of weight of 3 species, maximum number of fish, maximum number of species, or minimum weight. I'll explain this more on a different video as we do that live. Okay. And here, just basically shows a famous inhabitant. You click on this. So from Corey is where you can start seeing the blue tags posted. Corey, Bear, Bull. I guess some of these don't got blue tags, which is weird. These are the largest fish species there is, really, basically meaning. And also, then there's the quit or log out. As a help, quick help, you click on that, you can access this part, same as the F1 key on your keyboard. Then you got other stuff down here. game website, user guide, mail to the technical support. These will all go directly to the main web page of Russian Fishing 4. Anyways, guys, if you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys find this video helpful, be sure to subscribe as well. I will be posting more videos as much as I can. Anyways, guys, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.